There are seasons when life seems determined to grind you down, to test the furthest reach of your endurance. In those times, the world appears stripped of softness, and the wind feels colder than it ought to. You may find yourself alone, standing in a landscape that offers little comfort, a desert of circumstance, a distance between where you are and where you wish to be. The ground beneath you is hard, unyielding, and yet, somewhere in the cracks, the smallest seed finds a way to sprout. This, if nothing else, is proof, even in the most hostile terrain, something within us can choose to grow. We are not just at the mercy of the world, we are also the architects of our response, the slow and stubborn builders of our own shelter, forging light where none was given. Most people speak of autonomy as if it is a prize, something stored on a high shelf, waiting to be earned. But autonomy is more like a muscle quietly tensing beneath the skin, an inner authority that stirs when all outside authorities fall silent or collapse. It is the voice that says, "This is still my life, even as the storm howls." To become your own compass is to remember that direction is not always found in maps or milestones, but in the silent resolve to move forward, step by step, even when clarity is absent. Some call this stubbornness, others call it faith. Either way, it is the seed beneath the concrete, dreaming of sun. There are days when choice feels like a cruel illusion, when every path seems to circle back to the same closed door. You may stare at the horizon, wondering if you are truly free, or just drifting inside invisible walls. But the last of the human freedoms, our ability to choose our attitude, our posture toward the world, cannot be taken, only surrendered. That freedom is not loud, it does not shout or demand applause. It stands quietly, like the single flower in the desert, a bright thing that refuses to be erased. This is not about optimism, it is about defiance that runs so deep it becomes a kind of peace. Imagine a candle burning in the open, wind tearing at its flame. Each gust threatens to extinguish it, and yet, with every flicker, the flame seems to lean into the wind, drawing strength from resistance. Our inner resolve works much the same way. Adversity does not simply batter us, it shapes us, tempers our will, and reveals the core that cannot be reached by circumstance. Hardship is not the enemy of self-determination, it is its forge. To thrive despite the odds is to recognize that the wind is real, that it can hurt, but that it cannot claim what you refuse to surrender. We often wait for permission to act, for someone to validate our choices or hand us a reason. Yet the authority we seek is already in our hands. To be self-determined is to become the author of your own story, to pick up the pen even when the ink feels thin. This does not mean that pain disappears or that struggle becomes easy. Autonomy is not a guarantee of comfort, it is a guarantee of meaning. When you choose your response, however small, you claim the one patch of ground that cannot be taken from you. Think of a plant that pushes through a crack in the pavement. No one expects it to survive. Everything about its environment screams impossible, yet there it is, green against the grey, a quiet act of rebellion. You too are capable of this small heroism. It is not about grand gestures. Sometimes it is about getting up one more time, or speaking one honest word when silence would be easier. Each act is a declaration. I will not be defined by what tries to contain me. It is easy to feel overwhelmed by the size of what stands against you. The world is vast, indifferent, and often unkind. But your power lies not in controlling the world, but in standing your ground within it. Like a lighthouse on a rocky shore, you may not calm the storm, but you can be a steady point of light. The storm will pass, as all storms do. What remains is the quiet strength that kept the flame burning, even when it seemed most fragile. Sometimes we confuse autonomy with isolation, mistaking self-determination for a refusal to accept help. But the lone flower in the desert does not grow in spite of connection. It grows because of it. Its roots reach deep, tapping unseen water, drawing strength from hidden sources. To be self-created is not to be self-sufficient in every way, but to draw from what is available, however scarce. Ask yourself, what roots might you nourish today, even if only in some small way? The world will not always recognize your quiet defiance. It may overlook your efforts or dismiss your resilience as luck or accident. But you know the truth of your own becoming. You know what it costs to keep growing, to keep choosing, when the easier path leads only to surrender. In the end, the flower does not bloom for applause. It blooms because that is its nature, its intrinsic why. Find your why, and you will bear almost any how. There are nights when the darkness feels total, when even the memory of light seems distant. On those nights, your only compass may be the faint pulse of your own determination. That is enough. A single star does not banish the night, but it gives direction. You are not lost, even if the way is unclear. Sometimes the choice to keep moving is the only victory available, and that is a victory worth claiming. We tend to underestimate the power of small beginnings. The seed does not wait for perfect conditions. It germinates in secret, beneath the hardest ground. Your first act of self-determination need not be dramatic. Perhaps it is a decision to speak kindly to yourself, or to set one boundary where before there were none. Each small act is a crack in the concrete, a promise of more to come. Autonomy is not a fixed achievement, but a practice. Every day you are given the chance to choose, to create, to respond. The circumstances may not be fair, the odds may not be in your favor, but your capacity to choose, your ability to set your own direction, even in the smallest of ways, is the foundation of your freedom. This is the heart of resilience, not avoiding the winds, but refusing to let them define your course. Sometimes the hardest thing is to face what cannot yet be changed. Not everything yields to effort. Not every wall will be broken on the first try. Still, nothing can be changed until it is faced. To look at your reality without flinching is a radical act of courage. It is the first step in the slow work of transformation. Even when you cannot control the outcome, you can control your engagement with the truth. Pain and disappointment will visit as surely as the sun sets. They are not evidence of failure, but markers of a life genuinely lived. The scarred surface of the desert does not make the flower less beautiful. It makes its blooming more meaningful. You are allowed to mourn what is hard, to feel the sting of the wind, but you are also allowed to stand, to persist, to become the thing that survives. What if you became your own compass, not by knowing every answer, but by listening for what is true inside you? The world is full of opinions, demands, and distractions, yet somewhere, beneath all the noise, is a quiet voice that knows what matters. You may not hear it clearly at first, but it is there, waiting to be trusted. How might your path change if you followed this inner direction, even for a day? Self-creation is not an act of ego, but of humility. It is the willingness to begin again, to shape yourself anew in response to what is real. Like the craftsman at the forge, you learn to temper your will, to shape your intention, to make meaning from raw experience. There is no shortcut, the work is slow, the progress uneven, but each day you return to it, you become stronger, more capable of bearing the weight of your own life. We are not blank slates, nor are we prisoners of fate. We are, each of us, a unique mix of inheritance and invention, chance and choice. The world gives us our terrain. We decide how to walk it. Some paths are harder than others. Some inherit mountains, others deserts, but within every life is the freedom to choose one's posture, to decide, however quietly, to keep going. There is a kind of hope that is born not of easy victories, but of endurance. It is the hope that says, I am still here. This hope is not loud or flashy. It does not pretend that everything is fine. Instead, it stands in the ruins, steady and unbroken, and waits for the next dawn. This is the hope that builds autonomy, brick by brick, even when the world offers no blueprints. Today, when you wake, put your feet on the floor and take 3 slow breaths. Feel the ground beneath you, solid and real. Remind yourself that you are here, that this moment is yours to shape. However small the action, let it be a declaration of your autonomy, a quiet refusal to be swept away by circumstance. To thrive despite the odds is to become intimate with your own limits and to learn how far you can stretch them. There will be days when you reach the edge of your strength. On those days, remember the seed-breaking concrete. It does not move the world all at once, but pushes, cell by cell, against what constrains it. Progress may be invisible, but it is real. Autonomy is often misunderstood as a solitary pursuit, but even the lone flower is shaped by its environment. The sun, the wind, the rare drop of rain, all play their part. In the same way, your self-determination is not built in a vacuum. It is tested and refined in relationship, in the push and pull of daily life. Can you remain true to yourself while moving among others? This is the true test of inner authority. There will be setbacks. Some days, the wind will blow so hard it bends you double, but the act of straightening, of returning to your center, is itself a victory. Like the lone flame that refuses the wind, your resolve is measured not by its invincibility, but by its persistence. Each time you choose to begin again, you reinforce the core that no storm can reach. We learn resilience not from ease, but from friction. The seed learns to grow because the earth resists it. The compass is tested when the sky is overcast, the path uncertain. Your autonomy is shaped in the same way. It is not the absence of difficulty, but your response to it, that forges a self capable of thriving in any terrain. Every act of self-creation is an act of hope. It is a wager that your future can be different, that you are not simply the sum of what has happened to you. This hope is not naive. It is a hard-won, clear-eyed faith in your own capacity to choose. You do not have to uproot mountains. Sometimes it is enough to plant your feet and refuse to be moved. Today, write down one thing you can control, however small, and act on it. Let this be your compass for the next hour. Notice how it feels to steer your own course, even in a small way. Each time you do this, you strengthen the muscle of autonomy, teaching yourself that you are not powerless, even when power feels scarce. If you could see yourself as you truly are, a single flower blooming in the desert, you might recognize the quiet majesty of your survival. You are not an accident, nor are you a victim of your environment. You are a participant in the ongoing work of your own becoming. Each day you choose, each time you resist surrender, you forge light in hostile terrain. The world will not always celebrate your progress. Some victories are invisible, known only to you, but every act of self-determination plants a seed. Every refusal to give up breaks a little more of the concrete. Over time, these small acts accumulate. What was once barren ground begins to blossom. There is wisdom in accepting what cannot be changed, and courage in changing what you can. Between these two, autonomy is born. It is the art of discernment, the quiet weighing of what is possible and the stubborn pursuit of what matters. You will make mistakes. You will fall short. But each attempt is a step toward becoming your own compass. If you listen closely, you may hear the sound of your own becoming, the heartbeat of hope beneath the noise of circumstance. This is the music of autonomy, the song of the single flower in the desert, the flame that refuses to die. It is not the loudest song, but it is the one that lasts. What story will you tell with your life? Will you let the winds decide, or will you become your own compass, your own builder of light? The choice is yours, each day, in every small act of self-determination. This is not an easy path. It is not a path for those who seek quick comfort or easy answers, but it is a path worth walking, for on it you will discover a kind of freedom that cannot be given, only claimed. As the desert wind blows and the sun sets, remember, the ground is hard, but not barren. The night is long, but not endless. Within you is a seed no one else can plant, a flame no wind can claim. You are the single flower in the desert, scarred, unbroken, quietly triumphant, and that, in the end, is enough. Thank you for watching and for walking this path alongside me. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. For high-resolution art, music, and full transcripts, consider joining me on Patreon. Until then, carry these reflections gently with you, and I hope to see you again in the next video.